holy baloney, I am out here. I am currently pumped up on adrenaline, so I'm feeling no pain. Hopefully that keeps up, but probably not. But I'm really very cautiously optimistic. I'm really hoping that I can actually hike some good miles. I'm only hiking 8 miles today, and I hope to like average 1 mile an hour so I can really rest and stretch my feet and my body. Holy moly. I don't know. I wasn't even nervous last night for some reason. Like, I fell asleep fine. And then on the drive over here, I was like, oh no. Like, what have I just gotten myself into? I'm excited though. Onwards to the north. The north. So I've already hiked 1 mile of the PCT, and obviously this is an amazing accomplishment. So I just want to thank some people. I couldn't have done it without you. So I would like to thank my soft sole insoles for always supporting me. I'd like to thank my Black Diamond trekking poles for always being by my side, but most importantly, I want to thank my spine. You've really been the backbone of this organization. So I made a rule for myself that I had to take at least a 15-minute break every 2 miles. So I'm at 2 miles now, so I'm gonna stop. So far, my feet haven't been too bad, but they're not great either. I definitely can feel them with every step, but they're not too painful. I did twice have a stabbing pain in my right one, so I'm like, great, like that's some micro tears that I just acquired. If I get too many of those, it's gonna be bad. But overall, it's not hurting that badly. I definitely like uphill more than flat or downhill because my muscles actually decide to, you know, contribute when we go uphill, and they like to make my feet do everything otherwise. But yeah, it's really nice out today. It's only like 55 degrees so far. It's misting, but not like wet and raining. It's really cool and really beautiful and really nice. So I'm liking it so far. The question is going to be, how quickly are my feet going to degrade and what's it going to look like tomorrow? Okay, I've reached mile 4.4. Water's flowing nicely, and I definitely need a break right now. Okay, so I'm going to take a mandatory 1 hour break to try to rest my feet and ice them and roll them out. And this is going to be a big deciding factor, I think, as well as tomorrow morning. My feet definitely hurt. They slowly work their way up to like a 4 or 5 out of 10 pain. I wasn't quite limping it, but it was definitely painful. And the question is now, do they get better after resting for an hour? Or is it gonna start right back up at a 5? Because if I get to 8.8 miles and I'm at an 8.8 out of 10, then this is probably not doable. But I hope that they're gonna recover now. That's the plan anyways. So pro tip, if you don't want your KT tape to lose adhesion, put your foot in your still empty trash bag and toilet paper bag, and now you can ice your feet without making the adhesion messed up. So smart. Another useful fact is that research has shown, or at least some research has shown, that icing for 10 minutes and then not icing for 10 minutes and then icing again for 10 minutes is actually more effective in relieving pain than just icing for 20 minutes. So that's what I'm doing, and I guess I'm collecting empirical evidence to see if that works or not. The good news is it does feel better after an hour of rest. Now, I don't think it's going to last the same amount of time before it degrades again. I think it'll get tired much faster, but I feel much better knowing that it actually improves with resting just a little bit. Makes it more feasible. I never thought I'd say this, but I frickin' love uphill. As long as I'm going uphill, it feels pretty good. I just always want to go uphill. No more downhill. No more flat, especially no more flat. I never thought I'd say that either, but flat is the worst. Uphill is great. It's so beautiful out here. And over the last mile or so, I've been a 1 out of 10 pain, mostly because we're going uphill the whole time. That makes me feel so much better. I was honestly getting pretty worried around mile 4 when I was really starting to hurt. I can recover. So I was able to do basically 3 pain-free miles since my break point, but now it's starting to hurt again. But luckily I only have like a mile, a little less than a mile to my camp spot. I'm gonna get there really early, like at 3, but I think it's just smarter to do low miles in the beginning. The good news is, even though it's starting to hurt now, the last 3 miles were less painful than the first 4 miles. So I'm hoping that some of that scar tissue is like stretching out and getting better. But it definitely seems to be like 3.5 miles in a row is like my limit, and then I need to take kind of a longer break, but then it feels better. But of course the real test will be what's it like tomorrow morning, because I may destroy my feet today and then that's bad, but I'm hoping that I can maintain. Alright, I made it. It's actually lightly raining outside, which is cool in the desert. My feet hurt. The last half mile was definitely really rough, so I am happy to be done, even though it's only around 3. The good news is now I have about 15 hours to recuperate, which is hopefully enough time. Definitely going to sleep in tomorrow because it doesn't take me that long to hike 8 miles, and there's no point really just sitting around. So I'm going to start later and be able to sleep in and stuff like that. Plus it takes me forever to get out of bed in the morning because I have to do all the like stretches and exercises before even getting up so I don't tear my feet more, because that's like really common in the mornings. There's one other person at this campsite, which makes me really happy that I'm not alone my very first night. So yeah.